So this controller, this is the Glyph, currently in Kickstarter. I think it's gonna get funded. It's like 2/3 of the way there. At least I'm hoping it does. But the idea is that it's a customizable controller. You can do multiple different layouts. I have the split layout, which personally I kind of like. One of the issues I have with hitbox controllers is that everything is kind of scrunched together, and this controller, everything's a little further apart, so you can have a more ergonomic arrangement for your hands, right? So instead of like tilting your hand in like this, you can have it more neutral posture. I really like that, and because of this, I really like the left side of the controller. Everything feels very natural and well positioned. So that's like the main thing. Also, the form factor is quite good. It has a nice weight to it, so it doesn't like bounce off your lap or table. These are start buttons, control buttons. They feel decent. Swapping them out is pretty easy. You just kind of like, there's like a little couple. Wait, where'd the tab go? I'm actually trolling. Yeah, it's just magnetic case, right? So this comes off, and you have like this cool thing that it looks neat. It looks neat, but there's different like faceplates, and you can like insert different buttons. What else do I like about the controller? I mean, it could be, it's just the customizability, right? And I feel like there's probably like some really cheap layouts you can get, like kind of like the ankle gator stick, where you know you can do some crazy things with all the different buttons here. But I don't know, I'm not swayed enough for that. The other things that I like, the buttons actually feel pretty good. They're responsive. They don't depress in too much, which is an issue I have with some hitbox style controllers. The buttons press in too much. These feel like they press in a good amount. What I don't like is probably the right side. These buttons are smaller, so think about your like traditional stick. They're 30mm buttons. These are 24mm. I assume they're pretty small, and that feels a little weird because I feel like my hand's a little scrunched up, and also like this is not in a really good spot. So like normally I'll play like this, and my thumb is like nowhere near the thumb button, right? So like I found myself hitting it with the palm, which is like super weird. I mean, I think in theory I'd have to get used to this. And I guess there's other buttons I could use, so maybe I'll play around with like the right button to use. I don't know. This is a little bit different than what I'm used to. But compare this to the layout on my cross up. You see how this is like so much closer, right? And you don't really have an option for like a button right here. And so I like this feel a lot better on the right side. The other thing, this is gonna sound really stupid, but it needs more buttons. I mean, I'm kind of trolling a little bit, but I actually thought this would be like just a better version of the cross up because it has so many different buttons. But you actually don't have a layer on top of the base layer. I don't know what you call this, like, but your standard 8. You see how the cross up you have these few extra, and so these are really easy to reach. But if you look at the layer, the stability is good. The weight's good. I like it a lot. I think it's like the perfect weight. But you see how it's like everything's across, right? So I guess you'd have to get used to it. You could probably like, if you want this extra like directional buttons or something, you can like go across or something. But you can't like stack like three rows of buttons. Although I think it'd be funnier. I think more buttons the best. I mean, this obviously has the most buttons of any controller on the market. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. And yeah, pretty cool controller.